Welcome, I'm Kristen, this is Vanessa, and we are about to take a good look at Warrior 2. Warrior 2 in Sanskrit is Virabhadrasana B, is a common pose in nearly every single style of yoga. And it's particularly prevalent in power vinyasa or power vinyasa. And so we'll approach it today as though we were in a power vinyasa class. And so Vanessa will start in downward facing dog. On your journey and on Vanessa's journey into Warrior 2, she'll exhale and step her right foot forward, center between her thumbs. There you go. Then the back heel pivots down. And what happens when this happens is that there's a tendency for the knee to fall in. So anchor your right knee heavy over your right ankle, press into the foot behind you, and breathe in for Warrior 2. Open your arms, stack your shoulders over your hips. So I've already said this pose is pretty safe, but the most common misalignment is that the knee wants to fall in. Most of us tend to find this pose to be sensational in the inner thigh. Do you feel your inner thigh in this pose? Even if your answer is no to that question, it is an open hip posture, so it has the tendency to open the groins, the inner thighs. And so the most important thing you can do is keep the right knee moving forward and out to the right. Somebody very strict would say that there's a 90-degree bend here in your right knee. The pause lets you know that that's up to you. The back leg in Warrior 2 can send you back into misalignment. So the last thing we'll discuss on this side of Warrior 2 is that because it's an open hip pose, there is a common misunderstanding that the hips are square or open to the wall. And so as you try to draw your back hip open to the wall, the front knee collapses in. And how does that feel, Vanessa? Not good is what she said. And so you only open the back hip as far as you can keep your right knee or your front knee over your front ankle. That's the legs, knee over ankle, big bend in the front leg, straight and strong back leg. Now let's work on the spine on the second side. Vanessa, come back to downward facing dog any way you wish. Heaven forbid you do a chaturanga. Don't do a chaturanga. It's not necessary. So for the left side, left foot forward, center between the thumbs. So rather than by the left thumb, center between the thumbs, right heel down. Remember everything I just taught about Warrior 2 on the other side, and then open yourself up. On the left side, I trained Vanessa to do this somewhat incorrectly. There's a real important piece of the upper body once the lower body is set is that the shoulders are over the hips. Most of us are forward thinking, forward moving, and our bodies follow that pattern. And so for many, we need to reach through the back arm, pull right shoulder over right hip, left shoulder over left hip. The tailbone anchors, so you can stick your tailbone toward me. There's a little bit of this that happens. And then sometimes we overcorrect and we point the tailbone toward like the belly button. I want the tailbone anchored toward the earth between the heels. And then there's a reach through the fingertips and a rise of the chest over the hips. Your gaze can be over your front hand or softly across the room is also okay. Take a big breath in, Vanessa. And then put it down. Hands down, down dog, knees to the earth. My final little nuance of Warrior 2 is what are you fighting for? Namaste.